Oh, we're live. We're good to go. Hey. Yes. Yes. Or Sunset Saint, whatever. What? We probably should push the like Sunset Saint Drew. I don't know. Oh yeah. Oh my fucking dude. Okay, so I should just like I need to just stop like saying things like genuinely if I want something like because so for context, I got into work. I haven't ushered on a weekday before. Um, and so I got in, and like of the first block of six theaters, only two theaters had people in them. And they were only like two people each. I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. Like, should I even be? Yeah, it's like, should I even be here? I feel like I'm just stealing money. And so then like after a little while of just like making it look like I was working because there wasn't like the like checklist on the podium when I got in. I finally yeah, well yep, correct. Correct. Um because he's not typically my manager when I'm in for Saturday, which is the only other day I've ushered. Um and every time I get in on like Saturdays, there's always one like for me. Um so I was like, hey, is there like a list I could be working on? Like, I'm not sure exactly what I like could be doing right now. He was like, oh yeah, let me go get you one. It takes forever to get one, by the way. Might I just say? Um, which I mean is like fine. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like screw off into the usher closet and watch Instagram reels. Um, and so and so I literally just like ended up in the break room for like 20 minutes. Or not break room, the usher closet for 20 minutes. Watching Instagram reels and sipping my like root beer, bro. Anyway, and then he gets back and the list for I don't know if it's every Wednesday or at least like I don't know how they do that list, but it was like those dude, some of those were like brutal. Like dust the lobby vents, huh? Huh? Like the not at all, not at all. Except except here's the thing. Okay, and I started doing like kind of the easier ones, right? Blah blah blah. We get to a point where like manager C is like, you know what, like you're probably not gonna end up like doing a whole lot. I can't send you home, but when manager R gets in, I'll recommend that she sends you home. And when manager R gets in, she's like, yeah, like literally the next movie isn't until like an hour after she gets there. So she's like, okay, finish this list and then you can go home. And so I was like, oh, and I was like, so how do I do this one? And I point to the lobby vent one, and she was like, here, let me show you. And she shows me the stupid ass like stick, and and so she pulls out the fucking stick that has like the four. individual like extension parts of it to make it go up to like, and so then I fucking struggle with the anyway. I think I'm only at it for about like 10 minutes tops before she's like, yeah, that looks fine. I think it was more of like a, if you need to know how to use this, let me show you, rather than a, here, let's get this task done. I think that's kind of what, um but I don't know. No, no, well, cuz dude, I got through like maybe half of them, and she was like, "Yeah, that's probably the best you're gonna get. Go sign off on it." And I was like, "Okay, cool, dope." Like, no, like, and really thinks that, no, not at all, not at all. Anyway, so no, no, they're not. Half of them are not. No, no, no. Half of them don't. No, no. Do you know how many customers have? How much is the large popcorn, buddy? Buddy, what about a large drink? Hey, by the way, if you look up and to the left, it's right there. In fact, no, no, no. When it's old people, bro, I'm like, oh yeah, it'll be this much, and they're like, what if I add like a medium drink to it? Oh, total will be this, but I totally work with old people because I completely understand. But if you like, if you look on the younger end, bro, I straight up, I don't even bother looking at my terminal and like clicking it. I look to find it on our menu. I'm like, so if you look up here, it says, so, and I point to it. I'm like, so a large drink will be $7, as you see right there. Oh my gosh. Anyway, everything. Yeah, yeah. Except, we kind of do. Have you? No, no, no. So, I mean, correct. It's not like as bad of a fuck you tax, but have you seen the sales tax that go onto our transactions? Like transactions? It's, oh, is that a thing? Is that real? Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. I don't. I feel like, well, well, okay. Even before that, though, like looking at like our sales tax as compared, I guess that's true. I guess that's true. But I mean, like, just like objectively, like our sales tax compared to like the average like fast food. is we definitely have a like we have a higher one. Like, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, just a little bit. Good job. Y- yeah, yeah, no. I don't know. I'm not sure I could find that guy. I'm not sure I could find that guy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think um because like I have like this like the YouTube account that I of course do YouTube on. But I've also got like the YouTube account that I've had since I was like 8 that I've like watched everything on. Um because I'm subscribed to this channel on that channel, I'll get recommended like smaller streamers on YouTube. Um and I'm typically every time I see them pop up, I I don't end up tuning in because there's something else that I want to watch. But I want to try to like tune into some like smaller streamers um, to kind of support them. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah, fucking. Uh, yeah, yeah. Um, fucking. There was like a clip I saw. I forget who was interviewing him, but it was an interview with Jacksepticeye, and they were talking about like what's the most he made from one video, and the number he threw out was fucking like ridiculous. Yeah, yeah. Well, at least it, I know it used to. I think it's like it used to be crazy, but I think it's gone down a little bit. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I don't think there's because we're I think on YouTube for us specifically, as we mentioned or as I mentioned last time, we're kind of getting VOD or views on the VODs. So like if we just threw them straight from Twitch to YouTube, like I think it would probably just be more beneficial. It so it does. Actually, Twitch has a thing where if I remember correctly, I don't exactly remember why I didn't do this when we started on Twitch. Um, but it's got a button where like once it's in like once it's in the VOD form on Twitch, you can just link it to YouTube. It'll just send it to YouTube. Yeah, wouldn't it? I don't know why I don't I really don't ask me. I don't know. Um, I think it had to do with like the way it formatted the like video title and description was really weird because yeah, I think there was something like, but I have a feeling it'd be like an easy fix. That wouldn't yeah like so just click the button to send from Twitch to YouTube and then boom golden. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's uh, Yeah, because yeah, when you try to go live on YouTube, it puts you behind like a 24-hour paywall. But when he tried to click go live on his phone, it told him and the see and yeah, yeah, and what made it even more like infuriating is when he tried to click to go live and it was like not there yet, keep trying, maybe make some more shorts. uh dude. No, yeah, it's it's insane. No, but eh, maybe. Possibly. Yeah, time wall, yeah. Yeah, we found that from when I tried to do that. I don't know, man. Very strange. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Back to YouTube, yeah. And why should you? And that first one did pretty well too. I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, yeah, yeah, for sure. Yes, yes. That's kind of funny. All my homies vibe with Leon more. Urine. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I really don't blame you actually. Today was just kind of one of those like days, you know. Yes, yep, yep. Oh man, wait until you can tell that story on stream. That'll be the Bob's Fridge episode. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, it's because like, well, no, you make a valid point actually, because I was gonna say like we would somewhat consistently make like get our VODs from Twitch onto YouTube, and none of those got flagged. Like none of them. Um, because I think YouTube's like live detection is weird. Um, as opposed to their like video detection. Um, anyway, but even some of the stuff he said when we were live on YouTube didn't get us flagged, but the Star Wars quote did. Like that's kind of ridiculous, actually. Like Val has said some crazy things. Oh no, you're good. Yeah, yeah. Mm, okay. I see. Right. No, we don't even say good. We wouldn't even say good editing. Just editing. Yeah. Didn't. Well, I I could make a couple of guesses as to why, but yeah, I think we very much got lucky with our placement of that VOD because of like the popularity of Deltarune at that moment in time. Like I think for that particular VOD, if we had done anything other than Deltarune, we would not have gotten the like 138 views. It wouldn't have happened. No, we haven't had it yet. That's for sure. Not really. Anyway, we've had yeah, yeah, um which is slightly unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, the bots or the people trying to get you to buy bots. I kind of agree. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah. No, me either. I've since we've kind of had that first conversation, I've just kind of been like ready to go back to Twitch a little bit. Um, no, ish. Yeah. God, has it already been that long? YouTube or Twitch? Yeah. No, no, you're good. You're good. No, you're good. You're good. No, I completely agree. I, yeah. Well, to the idea of maybe leaving. I don't know. Should we leave Break Life on here? Or should we just take it all over there? I think I'm okay with that. Anything else, like any other games go to Twitch, but the like kind of podcast stays on YouTube. I'm okay with that, honestly. Yeah, yeah. It is. It is. No. Yeah, yeah. For the podcast to go anyway. On any other lives, of course, we want to like interact with the chat and have it be. Yeah, yeah. No, for sure, for sure. No, I agree. Actually, I think that's kind of a good balance. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, oh man, yeah. That being said, what's the kind of first thing we want to throw onto Twitch then, if we're gonna go back? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Trying Twitch again in the kitchen. I don't know. No, I'm okay with Play-Doh. I like Overcooked, but I haven't really done a whole lot of Play-Doh, so it'd be cool to kind of experience that. And we can totally do Overcooked some because Overcooked is fun. Like there's no doubt about that. I like Overcooked. Um, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, dude, and I know fucking Andrew's been doing Resident Evil. I kind of want to hop into my own like solo streams. Um, I'm not entirely sure what I want to start with. I'm not gonna lie. Um, you said Silk Song? Yeah, yeah, for sure. Dude, and I'm stoked to try Silk Song. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, yeah, it definitely slight like I don't particularly agree, but from like the outside, it can definitely be looked at as like, oh, just another generic like side scroller indie game. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, they and yeah, yeah. Um, I mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, what game is it? Sounds it sounds a little bit like Blanc. Are you talking about Blanc? No, that's not what. Never mind. Hold on. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Gotcha. Huh. Interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that actually. Right. No, yeah, yeah, for sure. And y well, in Jonah, I feel like just kind of in the like couple of games I've played with him, he's very much like a let's go now. Come on, go, go, go. Like, oh, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. I could, yeah, Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, that's kind of cool. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it kind of sounds like it actually. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Incredible. Goated. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, hopefully. I imagine it would probably take a second to get back to a point where we have like where I have active chatters because we've been away for just a second. Um, but I'm sure after I did a little like a couple of streams, people would interact again, and that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, for sure. Well, and I'm kind of hopeful that having not having somebody to rely on, um, like the dynamic conversation will kind of push me to like get a little bit better at commentary. But yeah, for sure, if like people are actually like chatting, that would totally help. Yeah, and I'm curious. Filibuster. Um, I'm slightly curious. Kind of once I'm in a position where like I don't have anybody to like. I'm curious if I'll be able to kind of just pull commentary out of my ass too, because the times the times on stream where I've kind of like had to, there's been like almost nothing happening on like there's been like nothing happen like on Minecraft if I had to like if you guys were off doing something, I'd be just like standing there, so there wasn't anything to comment on. Or like a good example is when you left on like the GTA stream, but I was just looking at the planning screen, like there was literally nothing to comment on. So when when I'm in the middle of a game, like I'll have stuff to comment on, like, oh, we're going to do this, or like, oh, like I have like it'll be dynamically moving in the sense that like I won't just be staring at Yeah, exactly, exactly. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, because especially as you get to like a stable like viewer audience, um, chat will probably try to help you or like call you stupid, call you stupid live, and you can kind of interact with that, like, nah, dude, yeah, yeah, right, yeah. Well, because I mean, I'm pretty sure um, when I started trying to stream from my PlayStation, um, it was a lot easier to go live from because like I set that shit up with my phone. Like I set up the Twitch account on my phone and then went live like 5 minutes later. Like it was so much easier than what you experienced with YouTube. Um, the I think um, and like and so like that's like I struggled when you were like telling me that you're having problems. I was like, what? It was like so easy when I did it, but it's because I did it on Twitch. Um, and so I what the one problem I could see you having if you wanted to try to like switch would be that you wouldn't have a viewer base on Twitch already. Um, Yeah, yeah. Well, cause so, and what I was gonna say is like going back to the like, if you could figure out, for me, it's as easy as just switching between like tabs on a browser. But if you could figure out um, having Twitch export your VODs to YouTube from your phone, like you could have someone going there too. You could just stream on Twitch and then VODs to YouTube, you know? Yeah, yeah. Um, no, I'm not sure I really had anything. Go for it. I think I start the lesson is that I started was but I think I was just about like how you could potentially have some luck if you could find a way to throw your VODs. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? That that could end up working out though if you stay on YouTube and I stay on Twitch. Um, yeah, no, exactly, because like I mean, ideally with how we have this set up, somebody finds you, they technically also find me, and vice versa. If they find me, they also find you. Um, and so I wonder if you stay streaming on YouTube, and somebody kind of finds you, they're like, "Oh, this guy's cool. Does he do more?" They find my channel, um, and if they find exactly, but if they find me on Twitch, I'm like, "Oh, I kind of like this Drew guy. Does he do more?" Boom, they find you on YouTube. So I think honestly that would work out in our favor. I'm not gonna lie. That's just my opinion though. I'm not sure how you feel about that, but yeah, 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 yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Exactly, exactly. And it kind of makes it, yeah, yeah. Um, but then also like it makes it to where like we're still kind of both like we're kind of getting like a good combination of both streaming on YouTube and Twitch because one of us is on one and the other so it's like a good middle ground I think. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, yeah. We really need to post some more of. Yeah, yeah. Because well, that's a yeah. Well, cause no, cause for the Instagram, it's it's the Fifth Saints. I didn't even make a sunset. It's just the Fifth Saints. Which is kind of like what I figured. I figured we could. Well, I mean, I was gonna say we could all. It's kind of only just two of us right now. But that was my idea. Was like we could both kind of put our own content on it, and then people could find both of us that way. Yeah, no, for sure. God, okay. Yeah, and honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna lie. Um, yeah. No, like what are you talking about, bro? Uh, no, ever like since we had that like first conversation, I've been like almost itching to go back to Twitch, just because it seems like a pretty good play in my opinion. Um, I'm almost positive there was a spot to put thumbnails for Twitch videos, like for like to go live. I don't think we ever did it. But well, we have to remember when we were on Twitch, we were like very much starting out. Like the biggest thing we did on Twitch was the like our starting series of Raft. I don't blame you. We had a lot to work at, that's for sure. I'm muted? No, I'm not. Oh, I thought you were talking about like for this like for what we're doing right now. No, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, bro, you just gave me a heart attack. I thought you were like talking about like currently right now. Yeah, yeah,
Not completely silent. It's just me and Val schizophrenically rambling to not you,
yeah, yeah.
which to be fair is also pretty funny.
Um, oh, dude, Raph is. I've been thinking about it. I think if we ever get to a point where Val is able to kind of like consistently join us, we should do Raft again just for the fun of it.
I thought we said that already.
I think we did, but I don't know if we ever like solidified it.
No, I don't think. Okay, good point. Yeah, no, that would be fucking awesome, dude.
Because like by that point, me and you would probably have like a like much more experience with streaming, so we can make it like actually decent,
Right.
rather than the like we were starting out, so like it was understandably bad, but it was still bad. Like it was still very bad.
It was still bad. I mean, just we're still not fucking good now, to be
No, no,
fair.
no. Yeah, I mean we're not like amazing now or anything, but
But we have somewhat like we have some level of like a flow, though. You know,
yeah, yeah. No, I do
it's
agree.
no longer like trying to struggle to get each other all like available to play Raft or to die 8 times on Fortnite.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
it's just now we're kind of finding our groove and what we're good at.
yeah, for sure. Um, just kind of trying to fit it in where we can.
You know.
'Cause I mean that's all we can do as of right now with our schedules being how they are. But
Well, because oh my god, dude, I'm actually so fucking annoyed too. Like, I'm on punishment hours right now. I feel like I don't know what I did, but I am fucked.
that's how I felt for the last like couple weeks too. And then all of a sudden, I looked at the schedule this week, and it's like I'm back to 20. It's like what the fuck? Come on.
Even this week, I think, God, what am I at this week? I think I only have 2 coming up work days. One of them is my birthday, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, by the way, if you're not doing anything on Sunday, we should totally stream.
Hey, I'm off Sunday.
I'm not, but that is my birthday, so I'm thinking maybe we could do something fun on that day. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what time do you get off?
4:30.
Oh, yeah, we could probably do something.
Yeah, no, they put me on the like opening mid shift. I'm very happy with it. Yeah,
Oh, dude.
I'm working with that new person, manager M and coworker K, who I have honestly both of them are pretty cool. I've been kind of vibing with
New.
both of them a little bit more lately. So
Which new person? There's multiple.
coworker, new coworker P.
Okay. Okay.
I
I
think like I've only interacted with her once, and it was literally just shaking her hand and saying, "Yo, what's up? I'm Andrew. I'm gonna be the future manager."
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Do-do-do.
a well, I mean, it's okay, I was at least my confidence said that, even though it didn't happen, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, chat, sorry, viewer, watchers, whoever I'm talking to right now, whoever watches this bullshit, I have officially been rejected for management. Unfortunately,
No,
I
it's
have
so
officially been
unfortunate.
told, fuck off.
Wait, yeah, like exactly what did she like? What did she say?
I would actually love to go over this with you because I didn't entirely understand it. I kind of assumed this last one is just like blanket corporate jargon, but here's this manager K. Thank you for your interest in the assistant manager role. After taking time and for taking the time to interview, after careful consideration, we've decided to move forward with other candidates. A few factors influence this decision, including some difficulty reaching you at times. That one is kind of fair. I will agree with that. And I'm going to go over these. Okay, I'm going to go over what I think of these. The first reason is difficulty reaching you at times. That one is fair. That one is fair. There are times when I'm very tired and I don't really care enough to look at my phone, especially if it's work messages.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that one's fair. I'll give her that. Challenges meeting the deadline for the ambassador initiative. So for anybody listening who doesn't know, I am an employee ambassador where I work. That essentially means that I'm kind of a middleman between employees and management to bring up any problems that the employees may have. That also includes things like planning like parties for the employees. She messaged us something about an Easter egg thing that the mall our theater is located in is doing. So we're maybe thinking about doing employee passes and like concessions discounts and golden eggs and hiding them around the theater and whatnot.
Ooh, that's fun.
um so that's another kind of thing that's encompassed under what employee ambassadors do. The third thing though, and this one's a little bit difficult, right, is paint. We have been kind of in tasked. I'm not sure if this is still our task anymore. It's kind of up in the air, if I'm not mistaken. But um, for a minute there, me, manager R, and coworker V, who are all kind of the employee ambassador, like general group people, um, we were in task to paint a mural on the stock room, which is where we keep things like, are for anybody listening, that's where we keep things like the popcorn tubs and bags, cups and shit, candy and snacks and whatnot. It's the stock room. It's literally in the name what it's called.
Yeah.
And the mural we were gonna paint was like black, white, and red striped boxes, and we were gonna paint all the little different candy mascots doing things. One of my ideas, I'm pretty sure I talked about this on stream once, was to do the I'm a gummy bear, and the Haribo gummy bear doing a handshake deal over a briefcase of money. But yeah, that was kind of the general vibe of what we were going for. We'd have Willy Wonka on there somewhere, the fucking M&Ms, the nerds guys. It was going to be pretty cool. Unfortunately, what Manager K does not seem to understand is that we're all adults. No, sorry. Two of us are adults with like very busy lives that we have things to do in and, kind of go about our days with. And one of us is under 17 and has school, not under 17, sorry. I think she's turning 18 2 days after I turned 20, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty cool. First of all, I gotta, dap her up, say birthday twins type shit, but not twins, but whatever. Fuck you.
Close enough.
We're both Aries is the point. So, either the point is she is still my point being in school. So she also has a life and things that she goes about. And and then there's me and Manager R, who we do things. Manager R has a life, I have a life. We're both adults, and it's very difficult. In case you didn't know this, I'm sure. No, actually, you and I do know this because we've done this. It's quite difficult to get 3 schedules to match up how you need them to.
Oh yeah, for sure it is.
It's very fucking difficult. 2 people is pretty easy. Okay, it's just it's dependent on if they're both off on the same day. 3 people and one of them has like kind of a committed thing they're doing, i.e. school or coddling a relationship or something like that. No offense, obviously I'm not trying to talk shit or anything. I fully think he's doing good.
No.
He's a good man for standing by his partner. I love you, Val. I miss you. I miss
you,
Val.
so much. I miss you so much, Val.
Val. Anyway, yeah, so it's very difficult to get 3 people's schedules to line up, especially ones in a committed doing thing type thing, So this one, the one of challenges meeting the deadline for the ambassador initiative, that's what she's talking about. That's what Manager K is talking about. She's talking about the mural that we were going to be doing. It's very difficult to get schedules to line up. So, I guess fine. I don't know if I would deny myself manager over it, especially considering one of the people who couldn't meet the deadline was a manager. But that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Fine. I will kind of accept that one. First 2 are, first I'll give her a 1.5 for the first 2. Then we come to the third one, and I don't fucking get this one at all. And that's why I have to write it off as blanket corporate jargon.
Yeah.
And interview responses. No, hold on. I didn't say it yet. I didn't say it yet. The last one that I'm assuming is just corporate bullshit is, and interview responses that didn't fully reflect your usual strengths.
Huh?
See? That's exactly what no, I'm not even joking. That is exactly the noise I made when I read that shit. I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Does not.
I'm
Huh?
like that don't reflect my usual strengths. What do you mean? I my interview answers were things along the lines of I'm adaptable, I'm flexible, and can take on a lot of different tasks at once. The only answer I fucked up on was the one where I was like, oh yeah, I clock out, give the employee more time to do things. And I only fucked that up because it makes sense. You know, you can't have the employee clocked in by themselves. That fully checks out. And I admitted, oh yeah, no, that would make a lot of sense. So if that's the one she's talking about, and that's kind of the one that I'm writing off as corporate jargon, you know, that
Yeah,
is
no.
that's kind of bullshit because I'm like, listen, you can't expect me to immediately understand the intricacies of being a manager. You want to fucking know why? Because you rejected me for manager. How the
Yeah,
fuck do I know what to do as a manager if I'm not a manager with management training?
I right. Yeah, I don't know. That kind of whole message seems a little bit like a
And then it
corporate
just talks
way.
about I'm thankful for all the work you do and you know, okay with talking about growth opportunities anytime you want. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be at this place, so
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
I don't know.
I'll finish out my job as employee ambassador. After that, I'm gonna wait till I get 21, and then, you know, I'm assuming this is if we don't all die in some nuclear war. I'm gonna
You can
wait till I
still.
turn 21, and
Yeah.
then go work at the fucking dispensary. That's where my goal is for right now. And so I'm obviously gonna keep working at Cinemark until I get that job. But
No, I mean, it's a pretty good gig. I'm not gonna lie. And I mean, you know what? Like, I know. Um, have we said is it? I don't remember if we said is it. Coworker Jay, um, was telling me the reason that he didn't want to go out for manager is because like he kind of likes the lower amount of responsibility from being an employee.
oh yeah, okay, yes, no, I know exactly who you're talking about
Yeah,
now. Then,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, boy, coworker Jay, hell
And he
yeah,
was
what a
like, well,
fucking
and
lad.
because some, I mean, I'm not sure exactly who to believe, but some people will tell me that there's more hours in being an employee, anyways. I mean, I don't know. It'll. I feel like it's probably not too awful for you. um,
No, I honestly like the more and more I think about it too, it's like, yeah, the only problem I really have with it right now is the fact that, you know, they were kind now I feel like I'm being trained for something that they're not going to give me anyway. You know, I kind
yeah,
of
because
wish I
they
didn't do the whole yeah, because now they're forcing me on concessions a lot more, and I have not seen ushering on my list in 2 weeks.
um, which
I
does
really, really miss it.
feel a little unfortunate. Although that could very well because or so I've heard, they when it comes to making the like schedule, they kind of base it off of like the template of the week before, like depending on
I
who's
wouldn't
making the
doubt.
schedule.
I would not fucking doubt that, dude, because that's
Um,
exactly how they did it at Goodwill, and that is
yeah. So
exactly what it looks like here. I get put with the same coworkers, same schedule, same day, and I'm not complaining about that. I like the people I'm working with on Sunday. I do.
yeah.
They're both very cool, and I vibe with them both. But it's also like, come fucking on, man. I want to go
Well,
back into cleaning theaters. That's what I'm trained
so
for.
all I mean, all you have to do is just tell like a manager, probably like manager A or manager K, um, like hey, um, like, maybe try to like brush it off a little bit, be like, hey, I like concessions, but like, could I get some more usher shifts maybe? And they'll totally do it.
No,
Like,
I'm totally gonna like next time I'm gonna be like, God, you know, it's like I like concessions and all, but do I miss ushering? You know, like I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
like say it, like I miss
because
ushering
dude,
a lot.
like you remember how long they had me on opening, right?
Yeah, totally.
The minute manager A said something that like, oh, he prefers closing to manager K, bro, it was over. I've only done closing since then, only. Like, which I guess I don't mind, I guess, but um,
It's totally yeah, no, it's like they get you in a routine and then
they just
you
like they
get
don't
used to it, and then they're like, boom, all right.
they like they won't know that you prefer usher, right? Like, just let them know, like just say, oh hey, like
Oh
hey.
no, believe me, if anybody knows. It would definitely be Manager M.
Oh,
I
I'm
know I
sure.
say it a lot around her, but I don't know how often she's in charge of schedule making. So
No, because I think she gets put in charge more of ordering, like doing like the ordering for our products.
yeah, like ordering and stock and yeah, whatever like that.
Um, that like all you have to do is like I would recommend if you could try to tell like manager A or even manager K, like hey, can I just get more like ushering shifts, please? Like I'm more comfortable with them or something along those lines. And
Yeah,
they will
it's like
totally
even if it puts me back on some like lame hours, I'm cool with that because the hours I'm getting right now, crazy enough, not too much better.
yeah, well, and it's fucking concessions too.
And it's concessions. I don't like yeah, no, look, it's like I'm cool with the whole thing of like I like interacting with people, right? I do. I really do. But in that environment where I have to be quick and back and forth and I can't really take the time to just like, just like generally mingle and like, while I'm walking them down to their theater, getting ready to open the door because they got a giant armful or some shit. That's really God. It just I hate not being able to just like slow down and just like breathe for a second because even like after giant blocks of like 8, 9 theaters in a row,
You always end
there
up
would
with like
still
yeah, you always end up with
there would
like
still be a good like period where I could just stop, retreat to the closet real quick, take a sip of my drink, take a breath, just like respond to a message that I maybe got. It feels a lot like playing a game. It feels a lot like making your way through a giant game and then
yeah,
reaching a
yeah.
save point, and then it's like, okay, here I
Oh
get to
god, dude,
rest,
god,
restore
that's so
stamina,
real.
and then here's concessions. It's like even when there's not giant rushes happening, you still constantly have to be doing things. You still constantly have to be cleaning. You still constantly have to be stocking this. You
Stalking.
still
Yeah,
constantly have to
yeah.
be, fucking doing this, doing that. And it's like I don't mind that. Really, I don't. I like good, consistent work. When ushering it gets really slow, believe me, it makes me want death.
Like like
But
today, holy shit.
also I could use just like a second where I could just go back to a fucking area for a second, maybe not be main concessions and then have people every time I think about setting foot back there. Okay, I get it. I'm a human hydration guy.
Dude.
And like, oh, it's just oh.
No, I completely feel you. I can't even lie.
I really don't mind it. I really don't mind concessions, but I don't like how much they're doing it now. It's like I got my headband figured out, and now they're like, oh, this must be where he wants to be for the rest of his life. It's like, no, now that I'm rejected from management, I kind of want to be solely usher again, if I'm being so real. Like I kind of want to be like, okay, well, failed this experiment. Now it's time to just, fuck off and do, what I liked doing before.
Yeah, yeah.
But I can't because now they know that there is a way for me to do concessions. Whew, I don't know. It's just like I can't shake the unmistakable feeling that I made some sort of a grave error in even attempting this.
Nah, nah. All you gotta do is just let them know.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best, and if nothing else, worst case scenario, again, I'm not gonna be here much longer after this year, so it's okay.
Yeah, for sure. No, I am
Ideally, like March 22nd, 2027 hits, and then
I'm very intrigued why you got the decline, but I haven't gotten anything yet. That's very scary.
yeah, no, it's like I didn't fully expect it to happen this fast either. I haven't even really hit a 1 year mark yet. May 11th is when I hit my 1 year, so oh well.
Dude,
And
I've been
also, quick sidebar, chat. I keep calling you chat. That's what we're gonna call you, viewers. Whatever your name is, you are officially now called chat. So I can just call you all one name. Your name is Chat Sunset. Chat Sunset, and that is your new name, new legally binding name. Thank you so much for being here on Breakilife to get it. Listen here, chat. I'm just saying, right? Like, fuck, what was I talking about before? I'm not even joking. Actually, what was I saying before the whole chat thing?
You were going on like you said sidebar.
Sidebar. Chat, sidebar quick. I can see the future, okay? And I say see the future. It's more so like final destination premonitions. But if I say them out loud, they don't come true. If I hold them internally, they come true. If I don't say that, I swear to God, this sounds like I can fly, but only when you're not looking. But it's real. It's fucking real. Okay, I swear to Christ, this shit is real. It's scary, and I kept saying out loud, like, "Oh, May 11th is my 1 year when I hit it. If I get management before that, I'll have hit my, I'll have seen the future. I'll have, done it before. I'll have become management before 1 year." And I kept saying that. Oh, I will have seen the future, and it fucking didn't happen. Okay, I'm just fucking saying. And every time I say something, like I've fucking had this happen before. I've had it happen on stream. I've had this shit happen on stream. if I just don't say it, then it just fucking comes true. Anyway, the point is, right? Fucking, I said this whole fucking thing about, becoming manager before May 11th, and I said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it because I saw the future." And then guess what happened? And that's why I've had one more premonition too. And if this one comes true, it's gonna be really funny. But I'm not gonna say it. But right now, I want you to mark it right now in this episode of Breakilife, Chat Sunset. If you're watching, I want you to mark it down in your little black notebook, this exact timestamp. If this premonition happens, I'm going to point to this fucking point right now. It has to do with Joseph, and that's all. And honestly, maybe even that fucked up.
No.
But if not, I'm coming right the fuck back to this chat Sunset. Thank you so much for being here to get your new social security card. I'm so glad you were here to get your new name, chat. Anyway, yeah, I'm just saying. That was a fun sidebar and all.
Yeah. It's very intriguing. We should probably get back to the conversation topic we had for this episode.
No, that's another thing is like, I think this whole YouTube thing would service us better, like if we had actual editing too, like because for the podcast especially, I think if we had like the ability to just cut out silences and whatnot, I think it would probably make for slightly better podcasting. But
yeah, probably.
Because YouTube definitely thrives still more off of like edited content, but
for sure,
I don't know. It's like there was that little point there when like it felt like editing kind of took a sidebar when it came to like vlogs and shit,
Yeah.
But now, I mean, I don't know. I personally think I've said basically all I need to say on the whole like Twitch versus YouTube thing, just because like it the kind of end goal of it or the kind of end point of it just becomes we would be extremely benefited from the whole ad rev versus partnership thing,
Yeah.
And while it would make sense to take advantage of that, I think your and my biggest thing would be kind of, I don't know, maybe not exactly coordinating it, but sort of trying to get VODs like consistently sort of uploaded. And I mean, I know you were talking about the button and whatnot, but I know too that it would probably take a little bit of time just to like unlist it and then redo the title, redo the description.
I want to Um, well, because
Break
you know,
free.
I want to. When we had done Twitch, we were still kind of very much starting out. Um, I think if I am gonna go back to Twitch, like the biggest thing I want to like focus on is making sure that VODs get to YouTube like as soon as possible. Um, so I definitely want to look into that, like linking it through Twitch and seeing exactly how that works. Um, but even like if that doesn't working out, like I want to be a lot better about getting VODs onto YouTube is than I was when we were doing it originally. Um, like I would be a lot more deliberate about it, I think, because like back then, being like less than a year ago, but um, I was like, oh, haha, whatever, I don't care. But now I like I very much want to make this into something, so um, I would definitely try to be a lot more deliberate about it. That's for sure. Um, so yeah, I will definitely be getting VODs onto YouTube a lot quicker than last time.
I keep fucking forgetting to flip my microphone down after I take a bite, but yeah, no, like we've totally yeah, no, it just would make the most sense, you know, it just would make the most sense.
Um, no, yeah, for sure. Uh, and I'm
And
excited
in
to
the
see.
end, like it would maybe even, you know, in the end we'll inevitably have enough of an audience where we could stream on either platform and it would just have views realistically.
I mean that yeah, that'd be like an end goal, of course. That'd be beautiful. um,
But for right now, yeah, we would have to kind of focus one.
and I really like the idea of me focusing Twitch and you focusing YouTube. I like that like a lot. Um,
Seems to work out the best, honestly.
well, and I think it just like would make sense for where we're at right now. Um,
Right. No, and it would kind of allow me because like to this is another thing, right? It's like I've noticed this too. When I go from streaming my thing, you know, streaming Resident Evil 9, streaming whatever I'm streaming that day. When I go from doing that, it feels like going from curated, like, you know, content that I, you know, kind of I don't script it, but it feels like what I imagine the difference from going like to from scripted content to improv feels like, you know.
hmm
It feels like, you know, I have to adhere less to like, you know, guidelines and rules about what I set for myself. And on your channel, I could just kind of talk and just be myself, you know, and just do whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
Except yeah, and that and you know, being on Twitch would allow me to do that even more because their clanker is, you know, good.
Yeah. 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 No, I
And I
really do think it would work out a lot better. And I'm curious to see if like the thumbnail stuff will help it, like will push us a little bit better on Twitch too. Like I wonder if that's a thing.
that yeah, no, you know, because like I remember the first VOD that we did a thumbnail for. That one kind of like performed slightly better than we had expected, and then even after that, the dude, I wonder what kind of made Skulk on My Warden do as well as it did. It's not like it went like gangbusters or anything, but that
No,
one
no.
did like significantly better than like most of our other ones.
No, it totally did, and I'm very curious too. Like I wonder what triggered that.
I wonder if it was just like another pure luck thing or if it was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'd love to know, but
I know. I wish we could do it again. Like, fuck.
I think it might um be at least partially because of the thumbnail.
Well, I that has to have helped like some amount, somewhat.
But I mean, because like the other ones have thumbnails as well and didn't do nearly as well. So I don't know.
Exactly, so that's why there's no shot it was just up to the thumbnail that it literally can have done.
But like the thumbnail definitely did help, and I think if I'm remembering how Twitch works, if I could put thumbnails up before we go live on Twitch, bro, like I think that would be like insane. Like I think it would help us a lot.
Totally, yeah, no, it would absolutely. But yeah, no, that would yeah. I guess I think I honestly might be just about talked out of this topic, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I think.
Because like we're gonna probably just keep reiterating a lot of the things we say, just like differently. But it's just because a lot of what we have to say comes down to like two very major points, like about like the very vast difference in the ways we want to try to operate this, and that's YouTube is better for ad rev and Twitch is better for partnership. And it would make the most sense for us both to kind of hit different parts of the streaming world differently.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's kind of the two different points that our arguments boil down to at this point. Not really arguments, but that our topics kind of boil down to at this point.
right.
And anything else we could say is probably just going to be pretty derivative of that, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'd concur.
How long have we been doing this, Joseph?
We've been at this for an hour and 38 minutes.
Hour 38.
Yeah.
Do we have any more topics we might need to exhaust? Or, I mean, this might be a good way to balance out what we did with the first episode.
Yeah, I mean, I'm low key good to call it here. If you are,
I mean, yeah, no, because it's like we've kind of we've said everything we kind of need to.
I know, like I guess we could treat this almost as like a, hey, come watch us on Twitch, or come
You
watch.
know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and treat this as like a. Please look out on the Sunset Saint Gaming channel on Twitch to find Joseph doing things potentially in the future.
Yes. But I know I had said somewhat when we had briefly talked about this topic. Um, if we wanted to try to switch it over to the viewer side of things for both, like the user end of both Twitch and YouTube, like
Oh, of like the user experience of using
yeah,
both.
yeah,
I know for Twitch, with YouTube and ads and whatnot, you kind of just have to have premium, and that kind of banishes on everything. With Twitch, it kind of forces you to like, if you want ads removed, you need to do it on a single channel, and if you want to do it on that channel, you have to give money to that channel.
yeah, yeah,
So I almost prefer YouTube's way of doing it, but that's if you have YouTube Premium. If you don't, then it's kind of just going to be the same anyway. YouTube and its advertising has gotten insane lately. I think maybe users would have a slightly easier time on Twitch just because of its category system. I think it functions way better than YouTube's does.
I would agree actually. Yeah, I guess there's not really a whole lot to talk about like user end. It's all just gotten fucked by ads, I think.
That's kind of just the story of the world, isn't it? That's
Well,
everything's
yeah,
fucked by ads
yeah,
now.
yeah,
But I mean, that's okay. It's like living in that kind of a world. It just makes the most sense to kind of you know tr- try to just live through it as best we can. I personally even when I become some level of popular, I know I'll kind of just run ads for non-premium users. Subscriptions, in my opinion, are kind of, or not subscriptions, sorry, sponsorships. Sponsorships, in my opinion, are just kind of like, if I absolutely constantly use the product and really love it and really want to talk about it, I'll do a sponsorship. But
right.
I'm gonna be I want my integrity as a content creator to be that I don't really take sponsorships a lot.
No, yeah, I don't want to do the whole like push a product that I would barely even use onto people, like,
You know,
because it's
how many
like,
people do you think actually use Raycons, bro? You fucking dude,
yeah,
nobody. They use AirPods. If you have that much money that they're like, oh, we'll give you more to talk about our product, you are fucking using AirPods. Do not lie to us.
no, yeah, like, but that's the thing, right? Is because like, oh, I saw one of my favorite YouTubers talk about Raycon, so they must be good, and then like, like younger kids
I
who are
like
like
I personally
impressionable
don't
by
have a
this.
I personally don't have like a big problem with Raycon. Like, they probably make some all right earbuds, but for the fucking dude, I swear, like a pair of earbuds from Raycon is like $150 for the
Yeah,
same thing that the ones I got for $40 do. And probably better actually, because I'm pretty sure mine have better battery life.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know. I
I
don't
think
think.
I think the only big difference is the microphones, which it's just 2 compared to 6. And honestly, I'm gonna be so honest. I don't think I need. Or I don't. Sorry, not 2 versus 6. I think it's 4 versus 6. I don't really need 6 different microphones if
Right?
all of them are gonna transmit my voice in the same shitty quality that we haven't figured out how to improve since the telephone has been invented. Like it. I'm sorry to say it. Fucking 3 or 4 microphones is not gonna make me sound like exponentially better.
No.
I don't I think even the amount of microphones my current earbuds have is more than is necessary.
No, I'd agree.
But with that being said, I absolutely like because ad wise, I know YouTube does have skippable ads, Twitch does not. But
Yeah.
I mean, how skippable ads are becoming more rare, so that's kind of a moot argument anyway.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
But it is worth note that it is still possible to see a skippable ad on YouTube. Whereas in all of the time I've been using Twitch, I don't think I've ever seen an ad with a skip button. It's always just your content creator will be right back after these messages.
I don't know if I've used Twitch a whole lot from the user end
It's
actually.
not truthfully, that's kind of where I come in. It's like the exact opposite of how we'll do it from streamer side. It's you have more experience with the YouTube side of things. I have more experience with Twitch side of things. And just personally speaking, as a user of Twitch, like as a somebody who wants to watch the streamers, I find it to be way more of a pain in the ass to see an ad come up on Twitch than on YouTube because I know there's just no fucking shot that it'll be skippable. There's no
Right.
shot that I will have to wait any less than like 40 seconds to a full minute to get back to what the person's doing. And the streamer doesn't stop during that time. They keep going. It's a live stream, so you are missing out on 40 seconds to a minute of actual content. So
Yeah, well, that does I've from the VODs I watch on YouTube, that does vary based off of the person you're watching. I remember
it can, but
was
most
it
people don't realize it because
no.
sometimes an ad will just run.
No, and I don't think there's a lot to get around that. I do know on the Twitch side of things, once you get to that point, um, you have a button to run an ad, and it kind of decreases when Twitch will just randomly give an ad, and some streamers will try to run an ad at a point where the viewer is not going to miss much, um,
Exactly,
which I
and
think is a little
that
commendable.
all right, but
I think that's a little commendable. I think it was Queso
look,
actually.
majority of the streamers. Yeah, Queso is kind of an exception when it comes to a lot of things, but
Um,
when it comes to a lot of the streamers that I've watched on Twitch, they are not hesitant to like fucking
no,
just let you miss out on like that good stretch of content in there, and they will not recap it for you.
no,
If
no.
an ad comes up, like, oh, just subscribe, it's okay. You won't miss out if you just subscribe.
Um, which I think is a little ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. I remember I saw like a clip. I'm pretty sure it was Queso, um, where he kind of like sat waiting for an ad to be done, so that people wouldn't miss out. And people like got mad at him for it. They were like, "We we pay money so we don't have to like sit through these long um, blah blah blah." He was just like, "Suck it up."
No, I think I
Like,
know which clip you're talking about. I think,
yeah,
or
yeah,
unless we're talking about a different one, he says something along the lines of like, "Okay, then buy it for all of them. Then buy a
yes,
Prime
yeah.
subscription for all of them. Then." It's
No,
like,
that's
yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
they don't get to see it. It's like, oh, I paid money. Oh, you paid money. Listen, I love Queso. That stream was probably him reacting to how it's made.
yeah, yeah.
Just being so honest, I actually really do like Queso a lot. That stream was probably just a reaction stream, a watch party, and you are not missing much if he pauses the fucking video. Crazy, I know. You're probably getting more actually, because then he has to vamp. Then he has to say shit.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know. That's
It's like you're paying for the behind the scenes, the after show, and I'm cool with that. I don't mind that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't mind that.
No,
Queso is somebody who deserves that money, in my opinion.
I'd
Not
that's
to glaze Queso too much, but
no, no. I mean, he seems like overall just a cool guy.
very friendly fella. Yeah.
But like that's kind of like where I'd like to end up as far as ads like on Twitch would go. Would be like run it when there's not something like extremely like important happening.
Like when I'm spending 2.5 hours finding a fucking square bolt in some random kitchen area that I didn't know existed to find a heart to
Yeah.
put into a fucking corpse.
Um,
Fucking Resident Evil. I love that game, but goddamn, I can tell I'm gonna have some moments like that.
or like another good one. Like I'm not sure um we'll ever like play Fortnite for stream again, but like just as an example, like for Fortnite in between like matches would be a great place to run an ad. Like
Exactly. Oh, that would be beautiful. Yeah.
um because then like people who like aren't subscribed or however the hell Twitch does it um would like they'd miss out on like the like that little bit of behind the scenes conversation, but it would overall it wouldn't be that important, right? Like
Right.
so
But in like 40 seconds to a minute that you are running an ad and you don't care about just stopping your game real quick, that's generally about the length of most cutscenes in like Resident Evil. So if I had if an ad ran during that and I didn't stop, yeah, I'm not, of course, I don't have ads, but say I
right,
was big enough to have this and have an audience watching, they would have completely missed the giant fucking cutscene of context,
right,
all because all because we paid money to see it, and why do we have to stop? Because I said you have to.
right,
Because I fucking know what it's like to be the person who's like coming back after an ad break. I'm like, oh, we're fucking underground now. What the shit? Oh,
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
We have our gun is gone. Okay, cool. Love that for us.
right. No, it's
I've been that person many times on Twitch, and it's always fucking infuriating.
yeah, yeah. um so like I'd like to
I like to. It's like when you go to like a baseball game, and the one exciting thing of the match happens when you're in the bathroom.
yeah, yeah. Nah. Anyway, so yeah, I guess there's not like a whole lot in that aspect of things. They're both a little screwy in their own kind of ways. But
I think just in terms of service wise, though, I think YouTube is probably slightly better for users,
yeah,
but asterisk, the more and more at that point though, it becomes a conversation of well, less and shorter ads, but age verification that will probably upload your face to some sort of Skynet server that will turn you into an AI monstrous nightmare.
yeah. And with
Whereas Twitch has the long fucking bullshit ads that sometimes people will wait for you on, but they haven't started requiring IDs yet.
dude, oh my god, and the fucking like YouTube age verification when you're not trying to make videos. Like, I guess I can understand it if you're trying to do it, like if you're
I
trying
can.
to like make videos, maybe. For just
Oh, okay, yeah.
watching
Well, yeah.
for just watching YouTube, there's no reason you should require my physical government ID. That's not a thing. Like that should not happen.
Yeah,
Especially when
absolutely.
it's for like so we can verify you're good to watch like 18 plus videos. But like how are you going to recommend like literal porn ads to children?
And then still be like, oh, but we have
But
your
then
best interest at heart.
but then require me to verify my age for a Jacksepticeye Resident Evil video. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's just fucking ridiculous, you know? And it's like, first of all, who the fuck are you anyway? You're fucking Google. What do you have? Like you're not anybody to me. You're a
Yeah, yeah.
corporation. You're a company. You are not my mom. Okay, I am not coming home to fucking see Google with a hat and tie and briefcase every day, you know, coming in for dinner for a hot meal. That's not how you are not anybody to me. Why the fuck do you
Yeah,
specifically,
yeah.
Google, say that I do not get to watch this video? I have permission from anybody else that I need permission from. Why do I need Daddy Google's permission now? And I only get that by trading my fucking government information.
That
It's
aspect
like
of
it's like as a kid. It's like as a kid when you get grounded and your mom's like, "Oh, no Wi-Fi for you until this, that, and the other." But this, that, and the other is fucking giving us literally everything that you are as a human and just
yeah,
trusting that we
yeah.
won't use it for bad. It's like
The
clean your room and clean your room and do the dishes. Haha, fuck you. How about you give us over your individuality? You fucking stupid insolent child. That's what it feels like they're saying when it's like, oh, we've changed some settings because we couldn't verify you're an adult there, kiddo. Why don't you
um
go back? Why don't you go back to the fucking YouTube Kids ad, you stupid little kid? You're in big boy territory now. It's like I've been here since before you have, you goddamn tin skin bolt brain clanker. Fuck you.
dude, and yeah,
You're young. It's how I feel like at the fucking movies sometimes, man. It's like I feel like I'm telling people like that are like basically my fucking age. No, you can't. You cannot fucking go in here. It's like they have permission from probably whoever else they need permission from, like their mom, their whoever the fuck. If they're going in there to make a big, loud, fucking bullshit teenager noise, fine, that's understandable. I will gladly kick you out. But if there's just some fucking high school kid going in with his girlfriend to see Scream 7, who
no,
the
yeah.
fuck am I to stop
Yeah,
you?
bro.
I don't know either of you. You know, like, I don't own this town. I do not have the hammer of your relationship. I am not God. It is totally up to you, your girlfriend, and your guys' parents. If you get to see Scream 7, I don't give two fucks about the corporate jarheads that just fucking denied me management. I don't care. I could not give two shits less. You've got an entire plate from Olive Garden with you. Enjoy that shit. I love having dinner and a movie. Just please take your fucking trash out of there with you. That's all I care about, man.
Yeah,
You know?
don't dump it on the floor, please.
That's what Google should be like.
Yeah,
It should
yeah.
be like, oh yeah, you could come in and watch your 18 plus video. Just don't come sue us when you just don't oh, you showed my kid 18 plus content. Oh, sorry. Here you go. We'll crack down on that. We'll go ahead and tune it so we can't see those videos anymore. How about some 18 plus ads instead?
Right. And that's the most ridiculous part to me is like some of those ads on YouTube are like horrendous and then but they'll crack down on a Star Wars quote. Like, come on.
Yeah, and I have a theory too. It's because when it comes to this is just complete conspiracy bullshit, but when it comes to on platform shit like um 18 plus like rated whatever the fuck videos, I think YouTube has more control and desire to keep those like hidden away from kids because it could probably reflect poorly on them. But I'm sure somewhere in like the advertising like terms of service and use, it probably leaves liability unto the companies that advertise.
Okay.
So instead of YouTube getting sued for, showing inappropriate pornographic things, it's all these fucking bullshit like Play Store companies that are advertising you their really dumb mobile game that just uses hentai girls to fucking, throw boobies in your face. It's like, download our game, download, boing, boing, download our game, boing, download our
I
game,
see.
boing.
Yeah, yeah. That could make sense actually.
But of course, none of those companies have something to point to solidly as like we'll send a fucking lawsuit or a cease and desist to this person.
Right.
Because they probably go through like 8 or 9 different fucking mobile game companies that it's like, who the fuck made this ad? Who the fuck made this ad? No, there's no possible way to find who makes the ads, I think. And that is my genuine, honest to God's conspiracy theory, is the fact that they're cracking down more so on the videos and shit because they could get sued for that. Whereas advertisements, they probably leave liability onto the people who advertise.
That would actually make quite a bit of sense. I'm not gonna lie.
Again, that's just like fully a conspiracy. I have no idea if that's correct, but that's what I would put my money on.
Yeah, no, I could see that actually.
And so it's like people like us who end up paying the fucking price when the clanker's like, oh, shit, that's a Star Wars quote. We can't let them say that on the internet.
Yeah, well, I mean, fortunately enough, um, it's not a difficult process to kind of like just edit it out or get around it. Like, I guess that aspect of it is not awful.
This. Hey, YouTube clanker, I'm about to reference child endangerment and abandonment. Luke, I am your father. See? How did I get away with that? that dude abandoned his kid. And YouTube's just gonna let me say that?
I guess
See what
so.
I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Twitch wouldn't let that happen. They just straight up destroy our channel. They wouldn't even give us a way to edit it out.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's only if we do something really horrendous. God forbid if I say something like, use the Force. God, I'm sorry, even just whispering it right there probably fucked our channel up right now, but I'm just saying, man. I think it would be probably more worth it to just try Twitch out at least for you for a little bit,
No, I think that's definitely the plan.
And
Honestly.
again, if nothing else, we could always just come right back to YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like there would be anything like stopping us from that.
It would probably actually be like, I don't know, there's probably actually some benefit to like hopping back and forth.
Yeah.
Some like semi consistency though. You can't like, go back to each for like a full
No,
fucking
yeah.
year. It has to be like months at a time, maybe.
Well, and I think that's honestly where like leaving this on YouTube and then doing other things over there would be beneficial, maybe.
No, exactly. Yeah, to kind of like balance it out a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, if you don't have anything else to say on this topic, then I think I'm kind of talked out of it for
Yeah,
sure.
no, I think I'm about done too, honestly.
Works for me then. Yeah, no, I think yeah, the final just takeaways from it would be, look out for Sunset Saint streams on Twitch when he
Yeah.
starts that up. Please continue to stand by for Breakilife on this channel. Please don't. We're not abandoning this channel. We'll upload VODs and we'll upload Breakilife.
Yeah, yeah.
And please go check out Saint Big Drew on YouTube.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
streaming. I love streaming. Love streaming Resident Evil 9, and eventually I'll find out the secrets of that guy and for what reason he had a blind little girl in a box. I don't know why he had that, but I'm sure Viper has a good explanation. I'm sure he does.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching this episode of the Break Life podcast. If you liked it, like the video, share it with your friends. And you know what? Comment your favorite timestamp. And you know, why don't this time we comment the word? Why don't we comment "I'm twitching"? Why don't we comment "I'm twitching"? I don't know. That'll boost engagement, Joseph. Just wait for it. It'll boost engagement.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a